Hello everybody, it's Friday the 15th of October and this is the protection update for this week. Now I've just returned from holiday after a week off, but there are a couple of things I just need to make you aware of. Now first of all, the Exeter, they've recently made some changes to their life cover proposition that you may or may not have noticed. You'll remember that they used to have two life cover products, but these have been merged together in a similar kind of way to what they've done with their income protection. And what this means is that they've only got one life cover product now. It's called Real Life and it comes with guaranteed premiums only. Now that was a key piece of advisor feedback to the Exeter. Advisors told them that they didn't like premiums for the clients that could increase or decrease based purely on how the client managed their health. So a key thing that you need to bear in mind when you need to quote and apply is you will have to do this directly through the Exeter's portal. You won't be able to quote through Solution Builder any longer. That's been taken away. Now that logic does make sense though when you think about it, because the type of product that we're talking about, you're not really going to be comparing apples against apples on Solution Builder. So if you've got a client that you know isn't going to get standard terms due to having a health issue, this is the kind of route that you need to go down. Typically we're talking about clients here who've had a heart attack, they might suffer with angina, they might have suffered a stroke, they've got type 2 diabetes, or the other big area where Real Life really does fit is those clients with a high BMI. So how do you quote? Well, I've added a link to this protection update with all the details, but there are basically two quote options, a partially underwritten quote and a quick quote. Now the option of a partially underwritten quote is basically where you contact the underwriter at the Exeter and they will tell you an indicative loading over the telephone based on what you tell them. You'll be able to input that into your client's basic contact information and then receive your quotation. Or you'll be able to produce a quick quote yourself directly through the Exeter's portal. Now, Protection Guru did a piece on these changes recently, and I've added a link to that on this week's protection update. And what you'll see there is a couple of examples of typical clients who might fit this product. Now, the first one is John. John is a man. He's 48 years of age. He's a non-smoker. He wants level term cover, £150,000 over the next 25 years. But the problem is that he's got type 2 diabetes and he's had it for 15 years. And unlike some type 2 diabetics, he takes insulin. Now he's got a HbA1c reading of 10%. Now if you consider that around 5% is good, I'd say that's not a particularly well controlled diabetic. But the other issue with John, he's got a BMI of 40. Now to translate that, let's say John is 5'11", that equates to him weighing over 20 stone. A client like that would fit this product. You'd be looking at a permanent premium rating of about 300%, which seems a lot, but the Exeter show in this example, it's a guaranteed premium of £118.86, and it means the client can get cover. The next example the Exeter illustrates is Sarah. Sarah is 37 years of age. She's also a non-smoker, and she would like £300,000 of decreasing cover for the next 30 years, so to age 67. The issue with Sarah, again, she's got a BMI of 51. Now she's 5'1" and she weighs over 19 stone. Again, that type of client would fit this product. And what the Exeter tell us is that there would be a permanent rating of about 375%, but she can get cover for a guaranteed premium of £84.85 a month. Protection Gurus say that this change with the Exeter's proposition recently will hopefully have limited impact for clients because it will be an excellent alternative that not only covers clients with high BMI and diabetes, as we've just talked about, but also all those other health conditions that would typically see clients refuse cover elsewhere. Now let's talk about MetLife. If you're picking this protection update on Friday the 15th, next Monday, next week, the 18th of October, you'll see some changes for the better with the MetLife proposition. Multi-Protect, which I know many of you are fans of, will be rebranded to what they call Everyday Protect. That's from Monday. So what's changing? Well, entry ages are being improved, so clients up to the age of 64 can now apply for cover, and it used to be 59. The expiry age of the contract has been bumped up to 75. That was 70 previously. And MetLife are now going to be covering other things, such as pregnancy complications under their hospitalisation cover. That was previously excluded. And there's another thing I picked up, which was with regards to their lifestyle cover, which is where they used to cover only complete ligament tears. The coverage is now going to become broader than that to include partial ligament tears. There will be a slight increase in premium for this cover, But really, I haven't done this justice in this protection update. So watch out for the changes. The MetLife account execs should be in touch with you very soon and talk to you about what these changes are. And obviously, I'll include some links to all of the changes in next week's protection update once they've gone live. And I've added a registration link to this week's protection update for the webinars that MetLife will be running every day next week if you want to know more. Now, you might have noticed it is awards season at the moment. There's a lot going on, and we've had lots of recognition for advisors within the Right Mortgage and Protection Network, which is fantastic. Firms such as Waystone Financial, Stratham Park, the Protection Parent have all had industry recognition. And by the way, if I have missed anybody out, I really do apologise. There's a lot of awards happening right now, and it's difficult to keep track of everything that's going on, but we really should celebrate any of these successes and industry recognition. It's really important. Anyway, next Friday, the 22nd of October, are the Protection Guru Protection Awards, and I'm really delighted to say that the Right Mortgage and Protection Network have been nominated in the Best Network for Protection Advice category, and we've been shortlisted alongside just 2 other networks. Now, Protection Guru say this award is how networks have supported their members to provide better protection advice by delivering training, support materials, etc., etc. And it's been a difficult time over the past 18 months. But as Kevin Keegan once said, I would love it if we beat them. I really would. But we'll have to wait and see. I'll report back to you as soon as we find out. And by the way, the Right DA Club have also been nominated in the Best Protection Support Group / Compliance Service category, so that's fantastic. And last but by no means least, fingers crossed for Carla Edwards up at the Protection Parent. The Protection Parent, who I mentioned already before, have been nominated in the Best New Protection Advisor Firm Award, so good luck. I keep my fingers crossed for you, Carla. Now, one of the biggest opportunities in protection, I think, is business protection, and I say that because so many advisors don't do it. And they don't get involved in business protection for a variety of different reasons. But it isn't hard. You've definitely got clients who will have business protection needs, and the providers themselves will give you loads and loads of help and assistance to get cases over the line. Now, we're going to look at business protection as a campaign next year, but if you think this is an area of personal development for you right now, and you don't want to wait until next year, Vitality are running a whole week of different webinars at 12 o'clock every day next week. I've added the links and a brief description to each of those sessions on this protection update, and obviously if you are interested, all you've got to do is register. Now, we've not really talked much about income protection in this week's protection update, but I will be publishing income protection related podcasts each week for the next few weeks. And this week I actually sat down with Carl Hurd from LV, and we talked about their mortgage and rent cover, which is a relatively new cover to the market. It's a bit different, and I was really surprised at just how affordable it really is. So take a look at the Protection Insight podcast. It's attached to this week's protection update, and obviously take a look for yourself. And finally, I just want to mention the very last of our Better Sick Pay Schemes protection focus workshops will be running next Wednesday, the 20th of October at 10 o'clock in the morning. We've got a different set of providers on this session, including Royal London, MetLife and National Friendly. They've all got a brief to work to, and the objective is to simply illustrate how you can utilise their proposition to plug the sick pay gaps that your clients actually have. As usual, I'll top and tail the session, and there will be room for questions and answers. So this is really the final call to action. It's next Wednesday. If you want to attend and you haven't registered, just click on the link below and I will see you there next week. So that's it from me. Have a great weekend, everyone. It looks like the weather's starting to get cold, so wrap up well, and I will see you very soon.